and we're going to look at hormonal changes during pregnancy. The first thing I want to call your attention to is a new hormone called HCG. This is human chorionic gonadotropin. All right, so this is HCG. That's being secreted for the first 3 months of pregnancy, okay, up to the first 3 months. You can see this peak of HCG here. HCG is sustaining the corpus luteum. So what's producing estrogen and progesterone during the first 2 months of pregnancy? So I'm looking at the red line and the blue line, and I am to the left. So I'm thinking about this region here. What's responsible for that estrogen and progesterone increase during the first 2 months of pregnancy? Well, it has to be the corpus luteum, right? All right, now, question is then, at the peak of HCG here, the corpus luteum degenerates. So now the question becomes, okay, well, estrogen and progesterone levels are still increasing, right? So now, where does estrogen and progesterone come from? Okay, let's take a look. So let's focus on the estrogens first. And I think you're going to find this really fascinating. It's really neat. So the estrogens are actually coming from the androgens that are secreted from the adrenal cortex of, guess what? The fetus. That I think is amazing. Progesterone then, progesterone is coming from mom. It's manufactured, remembered, by cholesterol because it's a steroid hormone, and then it's delivered to the baby through the placenta, okay, through the maternal bloodstream. Okay, so that explains what's going on from months 2 through 10. All right, so then we have prevention of ovulation during pregnancy, because ovulation should not be taking place during pregnancy. So progesterone inhibits GnRH, LH, and FSH, and then that prevents that LH surge. Remember, the LH surge is responsible for ovulation. So if you prevent the LH surge, you won't have ovulation during pregnancy. So you get no new dominant follicle that will form. Now, here are the effects of pregnancy on mom. Just about, well, a lot, let's put it that way. A lot of different organ systems are actually affected. So constipation, right? That's a gastrointestinal system being affected. All right, frequent urination. And that's because the uterus enlarges, right, as you go through your pregnancy, and that pushes on the bladder. And so it puts pressure on the bladder, so you urinate more frequently. All right, so you also get lordosis, and some of you may not know what that is. So that's an inward curvature of the spine.